It's the morning after the night before, and the hangover? Not from alcohol, but from a late evening showing of Baz Luhrmann's The Great Gatsby. As I opened my eyes this morning, I pondered, what really went on last night? So many memories, so much glitz and glamour, and no small amount of confusion. In a way, Luhrmann's adaptation of Gatsby produces an odd kind of anti-hangover. Unlike a good party, this film initially induces too many odd moments of vertigo, irritation, and even a bit of boredom, but comes packaged with enough high points for my memory to play tricks on me. The day after, it somehow rearranges this emotional anagram of a cinematic pastiche into something almost coherent and almost worthwhile upon semi-nostalgic reflection. It's kind of like going to the dentist and receiving a very pleasant anesthetic, but only after the rather painful operation is complete. Don't get me wrong, I went in wanting this to succeed. This film could have been more than the sum of its parts. I think Leonardo DiCaprio can be a fine actor. I liked him in Inception, for instance, and I really liked him in Romeo and Juliet. Luhrmann's 1996 pulsating music video stab at bringing Shakespeare to screen. And I've nothing against a glitzy, superficial, kaleidoscopic sprint through a costume and set designer's insolent overdose of sweet saturated hues and scintillating sparkles. But I never thought I'd be sitting in a theater urging on a Luhrmann film to go faster, faster, and get down to business. The framing device of Tobey Maguire's sanatorium patient and chronic alcoholic Nick Carraway, writing his remembrances of former neighbor and party boy Jay Gatsby, merely delays introducing a main character who never actually feels like a main character. And if he's not the main character, then Maguire's usually dazed and confused failed writer/bond trader just can't carry the weight of this story. And Gatsby's supposedly crucial romantic intrigue is revealed relatively late and somehow manages to underwhelm. Romeo and Juliet notwithstanding, I'm not a big fan of DiCaprio as a romantic lead, and Luhrmann's approach relies on a strong chemistry between two characters to provide some firm foundation upon which to scattergun his filmic fireworks. This story may simply not fit the ideal Luhrmann mold. Whether it's Tobey Maguire or his character, there's just not enough gravitas there to anchor the tale, and even after Gatsby shows up, the near-eternal mystery about his character, and the limited degree to which he's even in the same room as Daisy, his romantic interest, played aptly if a bit blankly by Carey Mulligan. All this means we're kind of watching a skittish pack of emotional ice floes, rarely connecting, and rarely heating up. And finally, I would have been perfectly willing to watch a couple of hours of barely disguised Jay-Z and Gaultier music videos, but where I found the amphetamine rush of Romeo and Juliet's butthole surfers and Radiohead soundtrack tunes exciting and appropriate, the musical anachronisms of this film seem to amount to one giant musical shrug. Like the oddly distancing plethora of mid-shots visually, the music in The Great Gatsby serves to push the viewer even further away from the action. Are we really invited to this party, or are we just peeking through the windows? So, in the end, the morning after, I have some pleasant memories of an over-the-top cinematic party. But will somebody please tell me, what really did happen last night?